Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'll show you how to crochet a light and airy sweater. It is very easy, beginner-friendly pattern, and it works up really fast. So grab your yarn and crochet hook and let's get started. For this project, I'm using this fluffy yarn from Drops. You can find all the details about the yarn in the description below. I'll be working with two hook sizes, a 10mm hook and a 4mm one for the ribbon on the sleeves. I'll also need a few stitch markers, a yarn needle and scissors. I'm starting with the back panel and I'm using 10mm hook for this. First to make a slip knot and then I work a foundation chain of 30 chains. After I make my 30 chains, I add one extra chain for turning. Then I work half double crochets into the second chain from the hook. To make a half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into the chain, yarn over again and pull through. Now you have 3 loops on the hook, so yarn over again and pull through all 3 loops. Work half double crochets into each chain across the row. When you reach the end of the row, make the last half double crochet into the final chain. And this is what the first row looks like. For reference, this measures about 40 centimeters. Then chain 1 and turn your work. We are going to work into the back loop only. So this is the full loop and this is the back part of the loop. We'll be working just into the back loop. So I start in the second chain from the hook and work half double crochets across. Keep working the same way until you reach the end of the row. The second row is done. Now I chain 1 for turning, turn my work and continue working the same way as the second row until I have a total of 25 rows. So this is what the back panel looks like when the 25 rows are done. Then I make one chain, leave some yarn for sewing, and then just cut it. Then I just pull the yarn through the last chain to secure it. For the front panel, I work the same way as I did for the back panel, but this one will have a neckline. So I start with 30 chains plus one for turning, and then I work a total of 7 rows before starting the neckline. So I finished my 7 rows, and now I'm starting row 8. I begin the same way, chain 1, turn my work, and then I work 25 half double crochets instead of 30, skipping the last 5 stitches. So I have my 25 half double crochets. I skip the last 5 stitches, chain 1 and turn my work. From this row, I work 25 half double crochets in each row until I reach a total of 17 rows. This is what I have after 17 rows. I worked 7 rows with 30 half double crochets and then 10 more rows with 25 half double crochets. For row 18, I worked 25 half double crochets. Then I make 5 extra chains and 1 more chain for turning. Then I turn my work and starting in the second chain from the hook, I work half double crochets, making 30 in total to match the original number of stitches. And from this row, I work 30 stitches in it until I have a total of 25 rows. So this is my front panel after 25 rows, and I also left some yarn for sewing. As for the measurements, it is 45 centimeters wide, 36 from top to bottom. From the neckline to bottom it is 30, the shoulders measure 13 and the neckline part is 19. Now I'm gonna start working on the sleeves, and for this I'll be using 2 different hook sizes. The smaller hook will be for the ribbing. I'm starting with the bigger hook and I work 30 chains. After making 30 chains, I switch to the smaller hook and add 5 more chains. Then I add one more chain for turning. So now I work the same way I did for the back panel. I start from the second chain from the hook and work 5 half double crochets using the smaller hook. After that, I place a stitch marker in the last stitch. This will help me keep track of where to switch hooks. Now I switch to the bigger hook and just work the last 30 stitches in half double crochets. For the second row, I'm working with the bigger hook until I reach the stitch marker. So when I get to the stitch marker, I switch to the smaller hook and work 5 more half double crochets. Then I just keep repeating these 2 rows. 5 half double crochets with the small hook, 30 with the bigger hook, and then the other way around, until I get 20 rows in total. So here's the sleeve after 20 rows. Then I fold the sleeve, make 1 chain on the last row, and start joining it together using slip stitches. So I turn it, and to join the pieces together, I insert my hook into a chain on one side and a chain on the other side. Then yarn over, pull through, and pull through 1 loop on the hook. After joining the first 5 stitches, switch to the bigger hook to match the size of the rest of the stitches. After making the last stitch, I chain 1 more and then cut the yarn. So I finished the first sleeve and this is what it looks like. Now I'm just going to make the second sleeve, following the same steps. Now I'm going to sew the front and back panels together at the shoulders. And while I'm sewing, I try to stretch it out a little with each stitch so it doesn't end up too tight. Then I just cut and secure the yarn and repeat the same thing on the other side. After this, I'm going to start working on the neckline. So for the neckline, I'm using the big hook And I just attach the yarn in the corner and work slip stitches all the way around. When I get to the first stitch, I just make a slip stitch right into it. And here is the neckline done. Now I'm gonna sew the sweater together. I'll start at the bottom, work my way up, then go around the sleeve and finish right under the armpit. Before I start sewing, I pin the sleeve in place using stitch markers. I stretch it out a little and secure it. Then I do the same on the other side. And this is how I finish it under the armpit. I just make a few more stitches, then cut the yarn, tie a knot and secure it. And that's it. The sweater is finished. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more crochet projects. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.